And we're back with another YouTube video. Time to talk about Raw, AEW Dark, and Impact. I could throw Big Three Roads matches in there. Champions retained. Brian Myers beat Tommy Dreamer. Susie, well, yeah, I just said the champions retained. So, yeah, Susie lost, obviously. Rahit Raju won. Oh, no. Willie Mack beat him by a countout. Um, Eric Young retained against Eddie Edwards. So, yeah, that's okay. Now on to Raw. Mustafa Ali is the leader of Retribution. Did I see that coming? No. So, let's get into all the Mustafa Ali stuff now. Mustafa Ali versus MVP. Wins in a no contest. Why? Because Retribution comes out. Look like Mustafa is going to go up to him and fight him. And then he's like, turns around and he's like, get him, boys. So, Mustafa Ali, leader of Retribution. We had Murphy and Seth versus Humberto and Dominique. Murphy and Seth win, and then Murphy and Seth fight later in the show. So yeah, official breakup of Murphy and Seth. They're broken up now. Aaliyah is still protecting Murphy. Dominique and Ray and Angie are all confused. Like, why are you protecting Murphy? Did you not? Dominique is like, did you not see what he did to Dad? Do you not remember? Yada yada. Um, we have Randy Dolph and Bobby Robert Roode versus Drew and the Street Profits. The heels win. Um, we got Hell in a Cell coming up, so we're obviously gonna get Randy and Drew again. Mandy, Dana, Oscar versus Lana, Natalia, and Zelina Vega. The faces win. Mandy Rose gets the pin on Lana. Lana gets put through a table by Nia. Nia and Shayna retain the titles against Liv Morgan and Ruby Riot. 24/7 championship stuff. Drew Gulak get the title, then R-Truth got the title back. Kevin Owens calls out Bray Wyatt. Bray shows up doing the Firefly Funhouse. Bray basically says, hi Kevin, bye Kevin. And Kevin's like, okay, I'm going to come back there and find you. And then Aleister Black comes to attack him. So Keith Lee and Braun Strowman ended on double countout. I don't know why they do this. Truth be told, I don't know why. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin beat Ricochet and Apollo Crews. And yep, that was wrong. Alright. AEW Dark. From today. And we have Brandy Rose versus Kenzie Page. Brandy wins. Jurassic Express versus Ray Rojas and Eric Watts. Jurassic Express win. We had Chaos Project, sorry. Luther and Serpentico versus Anthony Browns and Lee Johnson. Chaos Project win. Will Hobbs versus Risen. Will Hobbs wins. Dark Order member John Silver versus QT Marshall. John Silver gets the win. Doesn't surprise me because the Dark Order was like interfering all throughout the match, but the refs didn't see it. Sorry. Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison versus Cesar Bononi again. Yep, him again. And David Ali. Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison win. Big Swole versus Skylar Moore. Big Swole wins. Matt Sydal versus Michael Nakazawa. Matt Sydal wins by a submission. Interesting. Eddie Kingston versus Mabuda. Eddie Kingston wins. El Helico versus Sean Dean. El Helico wins. Lucha Bros versus Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. Lucha Bros win. So, Dark, yet another good episode as always. Dark is always pretty good. as a show. Yeah. Impact Wrestling, we had our main event was tag teams again. We had Motor City Machine Guns versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. Motor City Machine Guns win in the main event. First match we had Tommy Dreamer versus Brian Myers. Dreamer wins by DQ. There was kendo stick shots in this match. So I don't know. They're gonna have another old school rules match, I guess. Probably. Mm-hmm. Rahit Raju loses to Jordan Grace because Willie Mack came out and was like, I'm going to fight you again. And Rahit Raju was like, no, you're not. And then, okay, so Jordan Grace comes out, fights him, beats him. It was non-title. So, yeah. And then we get a announcement of a six-way scramble match with Chris Bay, TJP, Dre Miguel, Willie Mack, and Jordan Grace. And the champion, obviously, at Bound for Glory. The Rascals versus Triple XL, which is Larry D and AC Romero. The Rascals win again, just like they did at Bound for Victory Road. Sorry. We had Rich Swann talking about coming back, his journey back to Bound for Glory. He's like, "Oh yeah, I feel great," and then Eric Young comes in and attacks him, and he's like, "Huh, wonder how he's feeling now." We'll get that answer next week. We have Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie versus Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan. Rosemary and Taya win. And then we are going to get a 2v2v2 tag match with the women. It'll be Rosemary and Taya, Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan, and Nevaeh and Havoc. We got the Deaners versus Johnny Swinger and Crazy Steve. The Deaners win. As I expected, I guess. Mm-hmm. EC3 throws the old TNA World Title belt off a bridge. And Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock are backstage, and Ken Shamrock beats up some random security person. Oh yeah, Heath Slater, Miller, whatever you want to call him. He doesn't get a contract. Scott D'Amore brought him in his office to talk to him, but didn't give him a contract. Weird. Anyways, that's everything. So, yeah. See you guys Thursday. I'm going to talk about AEW and NXT. So, yeah, see you guys then. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.